Welcome to Family Product Reviews. If you are new here, support us by subscribing. Today we will be reviewing the Philips Avent Fast Baby Bottle Warmer SCF35500. It has different levels of heating and it's absolutely important to have for your baby. If there is some sort of timer to shut it off or to switch to keep warm after a couple minutes, it would be perfect. Only disappointed with that you have to keep an eye on the amount of time the bottle is warming up. This warmer has improved our life greatly from the good old days of heat milk over the stovetop. Overall, this product has done wonders for how quickly the milk is heated and the overall consistency. Wish there was a timing setting to prevent overheating, but overall it's a great product. There is a dial that does basically warm to hot and you set it and then set a timer to remind you to take it out. However it works and it is durable enough to throw in a bag and take with you. Cleaning is a pain as there is a grate in the bottom but no way to remove and clean the heating plate underneath. Great basic bottle warmer to keep by our bedside for the middle of the night feed. The only downside is that it doesn't have an automatic shut-off, so you have to be around to monitor it. The other thing is that the recommended times listed in the instruction manual is for the plastic Avent bottles, not the glass ones. This bottle warmer is quick and safe. The only thing that would make it better is an automatic shut-off. This warmer has an equally wide opening for large bottles, but the water does not seem to evaporate as fast. 4 to 3 ounces in the small setting, it takes about 6 minutes to get warm. In 5 minutes lotion is at the right temperature and she no longer minds having lotion applied. It heats up 6 ounces of room temp formula in 4 minutes with no thought to it. For the sake of efficient heating, when you put an Avent bottle into this unit there is very little space between it and the interior walls of the warming bath area. Hence you have to look down at a steep angle into the tiny gap between wall and bottle and try to guess if the water is at the same level as the milk. If you warm a full bottle you put in a certain amount of water, then later if you want to warm a half full bottle you have to pour some water out. It is hard to grab the unit with one hand to pour it out, and people warming milk bottles frequently only have one hand free. Bottles take about the recommend time to heat up to an appropriate temperature according to the directions. The only con is that there is no timer on the warmer itself or an auto shut off. You have to set a timer yourself and remember to turn the warmer off after the bottle has been taken out. Only wishes it had some sort of timer setting, but if you keep an eye on it and don't forget you'll heating up a bottle you should be fine. However, it would be nice if it had an automatic off switch instead of manually having to turn it off. There is no timer, so it is easy to overheat the bottle contents if you are not careful. It's a little bit of a pain to get the timing exactly right, but once you do it's a great little warmer. It has a setting for baby food as well and one to keep bottles warm until you need them. It also depends if you have this device on a few minutes before you put in the bottle, so the time varies on what you do. No more trips to the kitchen to boil water to heat up bottles in the middle of the night. If you don't watch or forget that a bottle is in the warmer, it does get too hot and you have to wait for it to cool down some. It heats up bottles evenly and even thaws frozen milk quickly. It also fits a variety of bottles, which is nice. It's great to keep bottles warm over a period of time, but it doesn't warm the bottle very quickly on the highest setting. This does heat up very fast, but the instructions for each setting is extremely vague. One thing though, it doesn't take up a lot of room on the counter. It takes between 30 seconds and 3 minutes to warm a bottle depending on whether the milk is frozen and the amount of milk to be heated. For a baby who likes to wait a couple minutes prior to eating once awakening during the night, this would be perfect. Cup fits perfectly and the temperature of the water reaches 180 degrees in about 8-10 minutes. You can also prepare a bottle and let it in there and it keeps it at the right warm temperature for a later feeding. Can't fit any bottle, so do what you need to do to get by and survive those first 3 months. There is no cover, so you have to empty and wash it regularly to keep it clean. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe and leave your comments below.